Headline from Nature Reality. Breaking news. Devastating floods ravage Japan, prompting mass evacuations. June 20, 2024. Japan is reeling from a catastrophic series of floods and landslides that have left widespread devastation in their wake. The severe weather, characterized by torrential rains, has submerged entire cities, particularly in Okinawa and other southern regions, leading to significant loss of life and property. As of this morning, authorities have confirmed that several lives have been lost due to the unprecedented flooding and landslides. The exact number of casualties is still being determined as rescue operations continue. Thousands of homes and buildings have been destroyed, leaving many residents without shelter. The heavy rains have also disrupted transportation, with major highways and railways submerged or blocked by debris, complicating evacuation efforts and access for emergency responders. In response to the crisis, Japanese authorities have issued evacuation orders for tens of thousands of residents in the most affected areas. Shelters have been set up in schools, community centers, and other public buildings to accommodate the displaced population. The Japanese self-defense forces have been deployed to assist with rescue operations and provide aid to those in need. The international community has expressed shock and solidarity with Japan in the face of this disaster. Offers of aid and support have poured in from around the world, including from neighboring countries and international humanitarian organizations. Relief efforts are being coordinated to ensure that food, water, medical supplies, and other essential resources reach the affected areas as quickly as possible. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida has assured the public that the government is doing everything in its power to manage the crisis. In a statement, he emphasized the importance of community cooperation and vigilance, urging residents in vulnerable areas to heed evacuation orders and stay informed through official channels. This disaster has reignited discussions about climate change and its role in increasing the frequency and intensity of such weather events. Experts warn that Japan, being particularly prone to natural disasters, must continue to enhance its preparedness and resilience measures to mitigate future risks. The situation remains fluid, with weather forecasts indicating the possibility of more rain in the coming days. Authorities are closely monitoring the conditions and will provide updates as new information becomes available. Residents are advised to stay alert and follow safety guidelines issued by local officials. This is a developing story. Stay tuned for more updates on the flood situation in Japan. In addition to the tragic loss of life, the floods have also wreaked havoc on infrastructure. Countless homes have been swept away, and streets are littered with overturned and submerged vehicles. Entire neighborhoods are underwater, with residents forced to abandon their belongings as they seek safety. The sheer force of the floodwaters has left a trail of destruction, with scenes of devastated houses and cars carried away becoming all too common across the affected regions. As a result of the severe flooding, much of Japan has come to a complete standstill. Businesses, schools, and public services in the most affected areas have been shut down, with only emergency services operational. Major cities are eerily quiet, with streets empty and transportation systems paralyzed. Airports have canceled flights, and trains remain halted as authorities prioritize safety and disaster response. The government has implemented stringent measures to ensure public safety, urging residents to stay indoors and avoid unnecessary travel. Emergency alerts and updates are being broadcasted regularly, keeping the public informed about weather conditions and safety instructions. The priority remains on rescuing those trapped by the floods and providing relief to evacuees. Despite the widespread devastation, there are glimmers of hope and resilience. Community members are coming together to support one another, and international aid is beginning to arrive. Rescue teams are working tirelessly to reach those in need, and efforts to restore essential services are underway. Japan faces a long road to recovery, but the nation's response to this disaster has been marked by determination and solidarity. The world watches and supports as Japan navigates through this challenging time, hoping for a swift resolution and recovery from this unprecedented natural disaster.